Built for builders, from beginners to pros, this is where great backyards begin. Welcome to the Ultimate Deck Podcast, your source for backyard building tips, product breakdowns, and pro advice from the front lines of the industry. Here are your hosts, Shane Chapman and Wade Laurent.
Hey everybody, it's your favorite deckheads, Wade and Shane, back with another episode of the Ultimate Deck Podcast.
I think that's the best one. Deckheads. I like that one. That's a good one.
Have you seen that clip? There's a clip.
That's good.
There's a clip of a comedian. It's a podcast. And the guy who's talking is like super British. Like he's like a pretty thick accent. And the host is like, what's your, like, I can't remember what the exact question is, but something like, what's the key to happiness or something like that? Like, and he's like, spend less time. What do you suggest to men or something like that to live a happier life or something like that? And he's like, spend less time with deckheads. And the guy, because of the strong accent, thinks he says with your kids, with the kids or something like that. And the guy's like, really? Spend less time with the kids? He's like, yeah, spend less time with deckheads. And he thinks they say with their kids. He's saying with their kids.
Yes.
But it sounds like with deckheads.
Yeah.
But whatever, I'm butchering this. But
This
the host is just like, really? Wow, I never thought I would ever hear a father say they should spend less time with the kids. And the guy's like, no, with deckheads. With deckheads. He's like, oh, with dickheads, not with their kids. Anyways, you got to see it apparently, but it's really funny. So, deckheads. Today's episode is about when is the best time to build a deck. Now, are we coming at this from the perspective of you're the one building the deck? This is a DIY, or you're a contractor listening in?
Ooh,
or
is
this from the perspective of a homeowner hiring a contractor? Or
same time?
Both.
That's the same time for me. This isn't a very common opinion. This isn't a very popular or common opinion. But I think...
Not a beer, just a water.
It's not true. It's root beer. Oh, this is right on the side. Beer. All natural root beer right
root
there.
Beer, sparkling pop water.
Yeah.
They call it.
Beer. Close enough. I think that it's the same. I think it's the same time. If you're a contractor, I think tell me I'm wrong. You're a contractor building a deck. Do you want it to be
wrong?
Yeah, exactly. If you cut them off and sound funny, then you're the right guy. So you would rather build one at this time of year too? Like it's like 15.
I did it yesterday. It's hot as shit out.
It's awful. That's the worst time to build a deck.
Yep.
Because you could have been in the lake instead of looking at the lake.
Yeah, I actually stopped. My kids were over at the pool. We were at the lake, but they were at the swimming pool.
Yeah.
And they were over there for a bit, and I was in our meeting there for a bit building a deck. And then after that, I was like, enough of this. I'm going to enjoy the pool. I'm hot. I'm getting a wicked sunburn.
Yeah.
I'm sweating everywhere. I got sawdust all over me. It's like time to go and play in the pool with the kids.
Yeah.
But anyways, what we're talking about is kind of like the seasonality of like we're going to leave winter out of this. Clearly not the best time to build a deck.
It's the worst time to build.
Possible. Like there's contractors that do build in the winter, and there are some pros to it, but we'll be more realistic in that we're talking spring, summer, fall. What's the best season to build a deck in?
Yeah.
So let's start with spring. That's how usually comes first on the calendar. What are the benefits of building in the spring? Let's start with that. Are we going to do pros, cons, and just like pros first, then cons?
Sure.
Yeah, he says.
Yeah.
Okay. Pros of building in the spring.
You get the rest of the year to enjoy the deck.
Exactly. Yep. Built nice and early.
It's
ready
top
for
of mind. Like you've probably spent some of your winter, probably even last fall, thinking about it, and so it's exciting to do.
I think your motivation is even higher in the spring.
Absolutely, because
you're ready to like get the yard
fresh,
ready.
Right? Yeah. It's like that's it. Let's get outside.
You're out there. You're gonna clean up the yard and unpack shit from the garage and
let's tear this heap of
barbecue out.
Junk off the house, and then all of a sudden it's off the house, and you're like, "We're doing it. We're building the deck. This is going to be so great," and you're doing it.
Yeah.
So spring's fun. It's a great time.
Yeah.
Lots of availability of product. Everybody stocks up.
Probably the most availability of the whole year happens in the spring.
Almost the least availability if you're trying to hire a contractor because they've already pre-booked. Like I was talking to Tyler from Compound yesterday. He is already booking jobs for next year. It's like that's happening right now.
Yeah.
They're not like all of the jobs, right? He said to me the other day, he was like, if you have any like 200 to 400 square foot decks, he's like, I can still put those in this year. But we're now talking about like 600 and they got a roof and there's a bunch of piles and there's like skirting and all kinds of stuff. And he's like, that's a next year build now.
Yeah, he doesn't want to start it in
September,
November,
October,
yeah.
right? It's like, that's too far.
Yep.
So, what else? I think that's it.
You're kind of getting ahead of the yard being super ready. Like spring, you're likely not planting any of your flower beds yet, so this can be a bonus for the fall as well. But you're unlikely to do much damage to your yard, or your grass or your plants, or whatever, because they're probably not in yet, or they haven't really greened up and matured yet.
Yep.
So that's a benefit too. But the cons, I think one of the biggest cons, aside from contractor availability in the spring, if you're doing it yourself, is the mess. Somebody time ago drew a picture of spring, and it was like they used only the green crayon and the pink crayon and the light blue crayon and they were like, it's just spring, it's just wonderful. Like, so
look at all the flowers,
fresh and life and new and pastel-y and beautiful. Spring is a mud shithole.
They should have looked at their boots. So you can prevent that. You can do a little bit of prep work in your yard and get some base down and get some crushed rock in there. And you know what I mean? Like, you can do some things to help prep the yard to work in the spring. You can have your old pallet run along the side of your house. You know, you can walk on pallets. But like, it's muddy.
Yeah.
It's cold in the morning, typically.
It may not even, like, if you're in a deep frost zone like us, depending on if you're trying to go early spring, there's still frost on the ground. You might not be able to get your piles dug in real easy. There's always a way.
Sure, there's always a way. Or if you build the deck and then the frost comes out and your deck drops in the summertime and everybody's like, you built my deck 2 months ago and it's totally out of level and you don't know what you're doing and you're a hack job and I want my money back. It's like, settle down. Like, the deck needs to be adjusted.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like that meme you sent me the other day. It was like, yeah, the ground is moving. That's no good. Now we're on the same team. You can't be mad at me. We're mad at the ground.
Yeah. And then the other point was, like, you might want to be doing other things in the spring. Like, you may not want to be taking on a big project at the start of spring. Maybe you just want to get your garden in and have enjoyed things. Maybe you wish you would have done it back in the fall.
Yeah. And isn't it a really nice time of year to, like, get outside with your kids and, like, go play whatever? Maybe your kids are playing ball or they're playing soccer, or you want to be out there with them, and instead you're spending another weekend working on the deck that you didn't really want to do.
Yeah, and spring can kind of be rainy, wet
Typically.
season too as well, so you might lose
Lost
some days
days.
to rain. Anyway, so spring's okay. Spring's an okay time to start the deck. There's certainly some pros. Getting it done early and enjoying it for summer is one of them. That's
Temperatures
probably
are better.
The biggest one.
Yep. Temperatures are better.
Temperatures are better. You might be dealing with like 70 to 80 degrees and not 90 to 100 or something, right? So that's nicer.
Yep.
Summer. How about doing it in the summer? If you love the hot weather, then summer is a great time to do it.
Yeah, and you have, like, typically people have more holidays around summer, right? So they're used to booking their time off in July, August. You did a podcast a bit ago about working with your kids.
Yep.
That's available now all of a sudden because you got some built-in helpers.
They're home.
Haul me this, carry me that. Right.
Yep.
So that's pro. Yard is dry. Pro. Lots of product available still.
Yep.
Pro.
If you're hiring a contractor, they're probably available by summer. If you started looking in the spring, they might
almost for sure.
They can squeeze you in the summer.
Yeah.
You can get it done soon enough that you can still enjoy the back half of summer, half summer, fall. So that's a small pro, half con.
Half pro.
The crappy parts about doing it in the summer are it can be a bit of a madhouse. Everybody's doing projects. You probably do want to be somewhere else. You probably want to be enjoying your summer holidays. You probably don't want to be spending your weekends if you're still working a Monday to Friday job.
Yep.
Probably don't want to be spending your weekends when everybody else is going camping and out to the lake and traveling,
like, hey,
and
we're
fishing.
Going boating this weekend. Do you want to come with us?
Yeah. Oh, no, I started a deck and I have to finish it. So that's not ideal. It can be a very hectic time for contractors. So often they get their first few jobs lined up and, like, the first few things go pretty smoothly, but as the schedule can start to snowball and come off the wheels a little bit.
Right. And if you lose, if they lose some rain days at the start and then they get frustrated.
So schedules can kind of get pushed around in the summer a little bit. They're also potentially wanting to take some holidays as well. So you might get caught in that.
See some delays. When you build your yard now, or your deck, now your yard is in full bloom, right? So your plants are alive, your grass is alive, the decking material gets dropped off in the backyard by your friendly neighborhood Ultimate Deck Shop guys. you might lose some grass. Like it could kill grass depending on how fast you can get that product installed, right?
Yeah.
If you leave it in your yard for a week and a half or 2 weeks, that grass, it'll come back, but it just looks bad.
So another pro for it is you're unlikely to lose, if you're doing it yourself, you're unlikely to lose any days because at least in most areas, summers tend to be drier.
Typically less rain days. Yeah.
Hotter, you're not going to lose to rain. So there's that benefit. Fall. If you haven't done it during the summer or the spring, fall is the next best time, or maybe the first best time. Now is always the best time. Get it done earlier you can. Fall is a great time if you're planning for next year. It's like, don't leave it for spring next year. Do it in the fall. And there's a few pros to that. The weather. We've talked about the weather a lot of times. It's like, it's still nice and warm out, but it's not scorching hot typically in the fall anymore.
Yep.
If you're talking like September, October.
Yep.
So that's a benefit. You're getting it done before the weather turns poor. The biggest benefit to me is it's ready for next spring. You don't have to do it next spring. The cons in the spring column are pros in the fall column.
Yeah. So I like that you have warm days. You have discounted product.
Potentially, yep.
Somebody's trying to sell lumber or decking.
At the end
cheaper.
of the year, they're trying to move through what might have not have sold well throughout the year or something.
100%. So you can typically pick up material a little bit cheaper. Your contractors are available. They're really good at filling up the majority of their summer, but once they start filling their summer, then they stop quoting and they stop following up. And then, you can catch the odd guy in September, October that can squeeze a couple in for you.
Yeah.
Less rain days, no frost. Great working temperatures. I like the temperature of fall. So,
yeah.
And then it's done for winter. So the old pooch can get outside. He can get into the backyard, no problem. And then next year when spring shows up and everybody else is in a madhouse and they're crazy and they're yelling at each other and talking about leaving their wife because they're so angry about the whole deck project they're working on, you're like, well, I just rinsed mine off. We're good to go now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the ready for next spring is the biggest pro, I think. Cons for building in the fall.
I don't have a single one.
There's not many.
Your grass is starting to go dormant. Your plants are starting to go dormant. I believe it's the best time of year.
I found one. If it's a larger project and you're just picking away at it weekends, you might run out of weekends before the snow comes, potentially, if you do it too late. So as a DIY,
I don't think that's fall's fault. I think that's your fault.
Totally. But
yeah,
it's a potential con.
Absolutely.
You may run out of nice days.
So what does happen often is that homeowners or people that are doing it as a DIY underestimate how long this is going to take. They're like, oh, we can put up a deck in a weekend. And it's like, you're right. You can. Yeah. You can get the frame and the decking on in a weekend.
Yeah.
It's the rest of it that really gets you.
The details stuff. Ugh. And then if you don't get it done that fall and you take the winter off,
your motivation is at an all-time low.
You're not finishing it ever.
Shane, I can tell you from experience, if it doesn't get finished,
it's not happening.
Finish.
So yeah, fall's a great time. There's no bad time. Obviously, getting your project done so you can enjoy it, the sooner the better. I would know in no way would I say, hey, in spring you should wait till the fall to do your deck. Not saying that at all. Earlier the better. What I'm saying is if you miss doing it in spring and summer and you're into the fall, don't have the attitude of like, we're already at the end of the year. We're not going to use it anyway. So what's the point? Bad attitude. It's a great time to still do it, to have it ready for next year.
So
and to have for the winter.
I do have a con.
Sure.
And
fire away.
This one will hold up. Yours didn't, but this one will.
Hey, whoa. Fucking
spitting
I
everywhere.
tried to spit on you.
If you run short of material during the job, you might end up being at the mercy of your supplier.
Sure.
And so we have product that comes in truckload only, right? And if you run out in October, I don't give a shit how much money you want to pay.
Yeah.
I'm not ordering it.
Yeah.
I'm not ordering a truckload of material, right? And neither would anyone else.
Yeah.
You might be able to get job lots. You might be able to get
boards and it costs $100,000.
Or you have to freight it in from somewhere else and it's going to cost you more. So there are some potential cost overruns because of material availability. If you're set on a product. But just have an open and honest conversation with your contractor or your supplier, wherever you're buying it from. So, and then, hopefully they're honest with you as well and just be like, yeah, listen, that's totally possible. If we get through this job, I have 26 of these boards here. If 2 of them are scratched, we're down to 24. You might have to make some of those work. You might have to use the scratched ones on your stairs, and that's okay because they're all going to get scratched anyways. But if you decide you don't want those, then you're not getting your stairs finished until spring because that's when our next order of that product's coming in.
Yeah.
So, and that's tough as a homeowner for sure.
Yep.
But
yeah, potential con for sure.
Anyways, it's my favorite. What's your favorite?
Now.
Fall.
Now.
Right now, hey. Mine is fall.
I don't give a... I stick with the...
Just do it
don't
when you're ready.
wait for a specific season. Do it when you're ready to build and get it done.
Yep.
I built it. I started working on that small landing yesterday because they need their stairs now, not in the fall. They would like stairs out of the garage today. So I'm going to start building it now. I'm not going to wait till... I wait till September when it's just not quite as hot out.
So you want to, I liken this story to people that are, going to quit smoking. You know when I'm going to quit smoking? In 2 months from now.
Yeah.
It's like, really? Yeah. Then I'll be ready. It's like, but you could just quit now. You could just stop. And it's like, I can't just stop. Well, what are you going to do in the fall? Well, I'm preparing to stop then. It's like, yeah, but there's going to come a day.
Always quitting 2 months from now.
You're going to have to quit that day. What that day comes, you have to stop. And it's like, I'll be ready. And it's like, you won't be.
Yeah.
Just quit.
There's no good time. Yeah. So that's my opinion. Build it. Right meow.
Awesome.
Okay.
Mine is don't write off the fall. I think that's a
I
really good one.
completely agree. If you haven't done it in the spring and summer,
Get after it.
just avoid the attitude of it's not worth doing now. It's the end of the season. That's the only wrong answer to this.
There's so many pros to doing it in the fall.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you again next week. Take it easy.